Hi guys, welcome again to my channel. My name is Ifedolapo and I film about OSPAP degree in the United Kingdom. So basically helping pharmacists that want to relocate to the United Kingdom on how they should go about the process. For everyone that has subscribed before, thank you very much. And if you're new here, kindly click the subscribe button and remember to invite your friends as well. I hope this has been insightful to everyone, and if you have questions for me, don't forget to drop it down here or in my DM on Instagram. Today, finally, we're doing a personal statement. Hey! Yeah, I know this has come along well now, but yes, let's just dig into it without taking much of your time. Personal statement. What exactly is personal statement? Basically, it's like a mini CV, but in this situation, you are introducing yourself, you're marketing yourself to your academic tutor. So the person who is going to read this, your mini CV, like a resume, is going to be your academic tutor. So say your course program leader or whoever is in charge of recruiting students for the university. I'm going to talk to us briefly about what it is about this morning and a few tips to use while we are doing this. So basically, rule number one, I would say choose a structure that is concise. Concise means it is easy to read by the person that is reading it. That is your admission tutor this time around. Structure your personal statements into paragraphs. Although, if you use too many paragraphs, again, then it's going to become like bullet points. No, you're not doing like a CV. You are trying to market yourself. So basically, you're telling a story about yourself, your interest, and the reason why you want to do this. The benefit is going to make to the environment, to yourself, and then to your profession. Putting your explanations in paragraphs is gonna make it catch it to the eyes, and then the person who is reading it is able to quickly pick out what you're talking about, unlike when it's muddled up and then it becomes boring to read. Have a clear introduction, body, and then a conclusion. So basically, your personal statement should involve an introduction, talk about yourself, where you were born, and then like a bit of your background, where you studied, your first degree, or whatever degrees that you have, a bit about your experience. That's just what introduction is about. Then the body, then you go into it, talk about the skills that you have, the things you've done, your experience, where you've worked, your achievements in the past, and then how you're able to bring it into this new course. Then you go again to talk about this course that you're coming into. So for example, the OSPAP program, how it's going to benefit you, what you want to learn from it. And then finally, in conclusion, you talk about what you'll be doing with the knowledge that you're going to take away from this OSPAP degree. I'm emphasizing on OSPAP now because this page is about OSPAP, although you can also use this for your master's degree. So in the United Kingdom or in anywhere outside the world, when you're going into the university, you need to do a personal statement alongside your application process, because they just want to meet you. They want to know what your interests are. They want to know this person that is coming to their school. They want to just know you in a nutshell. So it's basically introducing yourself, selling yourself, letting them know how useful you're going to be, how useful you're going to be on the course, and how useful the course is going to be to you as well. So more like a symbiotic relationship between the university and yourself. They don't want somebody that is coming to just play around, or maybe you're coming to use the course as an opportunity for you to just leave your country. They want to know that there's a reason behind your wanting to come to the university. So I would say use the ABC method when you're doing it. What is A? A is the action, that is you're coming to the school. The benefit of B is benefits, that is the benefit of this program for you, and then talk about the course itself. So for example, I remember when I wrote my personal statement, I just went through my personal statement before this, and I remember that I introduced myself. I talked about my experience, where I'd worked, my degree, and things that I've done, things I've been up to, my achievements. Finally, I talked about the program, and then you talk about the school, the reason why you have chosen the school. So I talked about the school. I talked about how my friends have come to the school and they've talked highly of the school, the facilities that they have. They have like they have the state of the art dispensing lab, and I talked about, the quality of the education that the school offers. So talk about, all of these things help the tutor to know that you've done your research and you're really interested in the school. So you talk about, if you try to do a background read about the school. So you talk about, maybe the city where the school is located, talk about the facilities they have, talk about the tutors if you've had any, if you had friends that had experience with the tutors, talk about the quality of the education that they provide to people, and then how the school supports the environment. Finally, talk about how this is going to apply to where you're coming from. So as you're coming from Nigeria, talk about how your course is going to help you to develop your country, because our country is still a developing country. Whatever country that you're coming from, just talk about how this is going to help you, how you are going to give back to the society that is where you're coming from. And then, of course, if you want to stay back here as well, talk about how you're going to be able to use this opportunity to give back to the society. That is just going to be like the brief, just like a brief summary of what you want to do. Basically, there is not so much about it. Yeah, examples online, so many examples of how to write it. Although when you go online, you see the ones about the UKAS, that is, when people are coming into the university like freshers. It's a bit different from your master's degree, because you already have like your degree, you have your experience. For OSPAP, of course, many of us have been working for years before coming over, so it even makes it richer. So let's just say your personal statement is like a CV, but an academic CV, talking about just your academic degree and your achievements in your profession. You don't have to make it look like the regular resumes you send to an employer. Just something concise. How many words? How many words should be in a personal statement? I would say no more than 4,000 characters, not words. 4,000 characters. So you structure it in such a way that you divide it into 4 sections, and if you can do 1,000 in each of the section, 1,000 characters, not words. Just your selling point. It's your catchphrase that matters. Around here, it's very important that you sell yourself very well for your employers to even shortlist you for an interview. And this is another way for you to begin to practice this, because you would need it a lot. Right, guys, I'm going to be dropping a few links here that can help you to go about this, and I'll structure it. If you need any more help, just let me know. But I believe it's not going to be very difficult. Like I've said before, let's just have a recap now. Just introduce yourself, talk about the degree that you have, the school that you've gone to. You don't have to talk about your grades. Talk about your experience, talk about your work experience, talk about your skills, talk about your achievements, talk about the volunteering you've done. Talk about the school, talk about what you've read about the school. Talk about what you think this course is going to give to you. Talk about the benefits you think it's going to give to you. Talk about your motive behind it. And in conclusion, talk about how this is going to help you when you're done with the entire program, and how you're going to give back to the society. I believe this very short session today has been insightful and helpful, and I've not confused you more. And I would see you next time. I remain your Niger pharmacist in the UK. Remember to follow on Instagram, invite your friends, click the subscribe button, like and share with your friends. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the week. Cheers.